My name's Malin. I'm the manager for the Clanranald Trust, and I'm site manager for the DunCarron project. I'm from Norway originally, and I came to Scotland to finish my degree in attraction management. And I only been here maybe 3 days, and I met Charlie, who's now my husband, and he told me about this project he wanted to do, and I was like, I'm going to help you. This is what I want to do. And I've been here ever since, so 17 years now. First step was to build a model. Because when you walk into a boardroom or anywhere and say, right, guys, we want to build a medieval village, and for a lot of people that's really hard to imagine what that would look like. And especially when you say, you know, this is not a castle. Britain has enough castles. We're building a medieval village to depict how normal people would have lived, because no normal people lived in castles. Kings and queens lived in castles. So we made a model of the wooden village. It kind of looks like what this looks like, probably more buildings in it. So that was first step. Write a business plan. Say, is it feasible? If we build this, will people come? Will enough people come? Then the funding. That was the next challenge, because we did apply for funding, and we asked all the usual suspects, like Lottery Fund and all the big ones. They all said no. They couldn't see a reason for Scotland needing a medieval village at all, or a hands-on centre. So then the challenge was, how do we raise enough money and gather enough expertise to do this? So we started, or Charlie rather, started training everyone who would like to, start training them how to fight with any period type weapons. And then we hired ourselves out to the film and TV industry. And that's how we were onto a good one. This is how we're going to raise money to do this. So there are two sides to the trust. We run it as a social enterprise, which means that we cover anything from, you know, workwear and boots and tools, to transportation, to food. Like today we all get fed for lunch. We cover all expenses, and what this means is we own everything together. So it creates a sense of ownership for everyone. We have enough costumes and weapons and props and gear and tools for everyone. It also means that anyone can volunteer with us. It doesn't cost anything. In our efforts to raise money, you know, some of the guys have even worked on a cruise ship going to the Bahamas in full Highlander gear, right? Ambushing people on board a cruise liner, right? We've done coach ambushes, and we've done medieval encampments in Italy, and the guys have been to Taiwan and Spain and Italy and Germany and Scandinavia and America, of course, and everywhere. And everywhere we go, we meet people who have some kind of affinity with Scotland, whether it's that Celtic connection. Half of Europe is all Celtic or Viking, you know. In America, of course, a lot of, in Australia as well, a lot of people who can trace their roots back to Scotland. There are a lot of people out there who would love to come back and be part of something like that. They already do. Even when we're up here working during the week, especially over the summer, all of a sudden, you have people come and say, hey, I'm over from Idaho. My great-great-granddaddy came from here. You know, I saw you on TV. I wanted to come up. And we're like, yeah, come in and see you. And yeah, it's definitely, it has an international appeal because everyone came from somewhere, right? So, and a lot of people came from Scotland. The last 17 years, we have raised and spent almost £2 million. That's a hell of a lot of money. That's a lot of gigs. We've done over 190 film and TV productions. I actually don't know how many corporate entertainment gigs we've done. A couple of thousand? Yeah, easy. The longhouse we're sitting in now, so far, and it's not finished yet, so far that has cost £100,000 in cash. That's not counting our time. Many hours of work gone into building this. Just cutting these boards, one after another, 410 of them. They have to be scraped, dried off, stored, taken back out again, you know, manhandled up on the roof, cut, nailed in. We told them, you know, this is what we want to do. Do you have a problem area or somewhere in the forest, anywhere, where we could maybe rent a space and then build our village? And the Forestry Commission said yes. They were like, yes. And we were like, they said yes. It was very nice to hear. So in 1999, we had a meeting and a presentation. We brought our model along and said, right, this is what we plan to do, and this is why. This is how far we've got. We need a location. We'd like you guys on board. They were great. They gave us 3-4 different locations to go and look at. And we came up here, and there was nothing here. It was just forest. And it just felt right. Geographically, it's only like an hour from Edinburgh, Glasgow, 15 minutes from Stirling, close to Denny as well. So for the viewpoint of a school, it's within travelling distance to come here for a school visit. So we decided on this place. And also it has the loch here, and yeah, it's lovely.
My name is Alberti Schweibold. I'm from Germany, from the southwest of Germany, from the Black Forest. And I'm up here at DunCarron as a volunteer. I'm now here since 7 months, and I just have a great time up here. I was in Germany on a medieval market, and here the band Shore Patrol, and they just showed me the project up here, and so I was interested and decided to come up here for 1 year. I planned to visit Scotland anyway, but it wasn't sure how long and where I'll go. I just decided to walk the West Highland Way and see Scotland. But then I heard about the project, and it was sure I stay for a longer time in Scotland. I was always interested in medieval. It started when I was 6, 7, I don't know, 5 maybe. I've got my first wooden sword, and it's just a good feeling. I'm not in a medieval group in Germany, but I have a forge at home. I'm a hobby blacksmith, and I love to work with leather. I made a leather armor and visit a lot of medieval markets. And my plans for the future are I stay here for another 6 months and then go back to Germany. I have to go back to my friends, family, and back to work. But I plan to come up here every year for a couple of weeks.
Been involved with Clanranald for about 8 years, I think. I started as part of, I was going to training as part of the combat team, and then from there they got us involved in gigs and gala days, and then involved in the fort. Obviously we're a charity, and one of the ways we raise money is through these shows, sometimes film and TV work, sometimes for open days, gala days. For example, we've just done a whole motion capture combat sequence for the new Bannockburn Centre. It's similar to stage combat, but it's taught as a martial art and adapted for stage and screen. So we'll get a lot closer with the blows than, say, an actor could, because their face is valuable. They can't injure each other as much as we can. So how will we use, for example, on Robin Hood, there was the main cast and stuntmen, and then Clanranald created a ring around them, creating background combat sequences which kept the main body of extras stopping anyone running in the way of camera to get the moment of fame. Even just today, we've had a school group just come up to the fort, and that's what it's all about. It's about education and just really making people more interested in it, taking it out of just books and letting people see how things actually worked physically, getting a hands-on approach to it.
My name's Margaret McEwen, and I work for Clanranald Trust for Scotland. I do admin, I answer telephones, I take bookings, I organise the guys, events, whatever needs done, I'm the first port of call. I've been here now about 2 years now. Yeah, but I've known about the clan since it started, but just got roped in. Went for coffee one day and never left. That's how I got my job. We're aiming to get most of the clan a job. That's the whole point of this, is that there will be a sustainable product, and that we will be able to get the money in from tourism, and everybody will have a part to play. Even me. There will be an office at DunCarron. At the moment, we find volunteers come to us. We don't really have to advertise so much now. Some people can do it, some people can't. Some people are cut out for it, some are not. But they help in other ways, which is all good. But we do have our community service guys who come up twice, I think it's twice a week, and they've done wonders for the place. We've got a new group of mandatory work programme workers starting on Wednesday who'll be here 5 days a week. So we should be able to get lots more done. We just need the money to give them something to do, but there's plenty of maintenance to be going on with. We have about 600 to 800 members throughout the UK, They can't all get involved because some of them live down south, for example, but they're all involved in their own way. Either it be the combat team, or they do some fundraising for us, or they come and help us at events on the odd weekend. So yeah, 600-800 is not bad. Saturdays are the day most people can manage up, so anywhere from what you see today, which is about a dozen, to up to maybe 25 on a Saturday. Throughout the week there may be up to 30-40 people here doing work, depending on what groups are here. The longhouse, they'll all be pretty much this size, and the Chieftain's Great Hall, which is going up the back, will be the biggest building, which we can hope then to use for corporate events and whatnot. We're going to have a smithy, blacksmiths, we'll have a medieval hospital and herb garden, we'll have an exhibition on how people lived, we'll have a weapons exhibition, so as many as we can really get in without it, starting to look too much like a tourist attraction, because at the end of the day it still has to function.